Hey, it's Kyle here, and today I'm going to be reviewing Frankenstein by Mary Shelley. I try to read at least one or two books that are kind of deemed classics each year that I've just never read. I feel it's important because sometimes even if I don't enjoy the book, that work is referenced so many times in other books, TV shows, and movies that even if I don't enjoy the storyline, I feel like I get something out of that. So, example of a classic that I read that I absolutely hated was A Brave New World. But I'm still glad I read it. But there's been other books kind of that genre that I've read and I absolutely loved, be it more modern classics like some great sci-fi series like the Foundation series, Ender Games series, the Dune Saga. There's been some books like that that wow, I really enjoyed, and I'm glad I finally got around to reading them. And Frankenstein definitely falls into that category. I really wasn't sure how I would like the novel. A lot of stuff that came from the Romantic period. I remember in school I just didn't really like the writing style. So a novel, I'm not really sure. I've never been really huge into Frankenstein. It hasn't been one of the storylines that typically interest me a lot. But very quickly when I got into the book, I realized wow, I really enjoy the style that she's writing in. It's a very interesting storytelling method. And I just enjoyed it a lot. I'm not going to go into the plot a whole lot because I think most people know the plot of Frankenstein, but there was a couple things I wanted to mention. One, it's very different from any movie adaptation I've ever seen of it. So different that one thing that surprised me after I read it, there's a lot of elements of Frankenstein lore that most people would just consider canon. Certain story elements oh, that's the standard thing with Frankenstein. With werewolves, werewolves turn at the full moon, or vampires, you can kill them with a silver bullet and they're repelled by garlic. There are certain elements of Frankenstein that everybody takes as for granted, oh, that's just Frankenstein canon. That's a standard. But that's just Frankenstein movie canon. Is not connected with the book. There's a lot of the common Frankenstein elements that do not appear in the book, which really surprised me. I just assumed they were parts of the book and they weren't. So much to the fact that I really think if somebody filmed adaptation of Frankenstein today and decided, I'm going to do it completely like the book, I'm not even sure if they completely recognize it as a Frankenstein movie. If they did, they'd why did he make all these weird changes to the Frankenstein lore? This is weird. Why did he make those changes? That's awful. Well, in fact, it'd be going back to the original. So it's very interesting to see how Frankenstein lore has been changed by all the movies and TV shows compared to what it originally was. The other thing I really enjoyed about the book was the viewpoint from his told. So basically, the vast majority of the book, I would probably say 85% of it, is told from the point of view of Dr. Frankenstein, except he's basically relating his life experiences to another individual, so it's kind of like he's being interviewed, except the other person's not chiming in with questions. It's this kind of stream of consciousness. He's kind of telling this guy, here's what's happened to my life, and then what led me to creating this creature and all the stuff that happened afterwards. It was a very interesting storytelling element. I really enjoyed it. It was kind of unique in the manner, the way it was presented, and it didn't really take me out of the story. When I first started reading, I realized how the story is going to be presented. I thought, I'm not sure if I'm going to like this or not. Wow, I really enjoyed it. But overall, the plot was very, very interesting. Probably because it was so different from the movie adaptations. Sorry. Partly because it was so different from the movie adaptations. I wasn't exactly sure where the plot was going because it's been changed so much from what I knew in the movies. But I found it very interesting. It was a very quick read. Read it 2 or 3 days. Really enjoyed it. So if you're looking for a classic that you've never read that you'd like to try out, I'd encourage you to check out Frankenstein by Mary Shelley. In the comment section below, let me know if you read Frankenstein. Let me know what you think. And also, if there's any classics you've read that you really enjoyed and you think I should check out, just let me know in the comment section below. I'll let you know if I've read them, or if I haven't, it might be one of the next classics I try for the first time. So, thanks for watching. Hope you enjoyed the review, and see you the next time.